We'd like to thank our sponsor, Autism Collaborative of Berkshire County. To find more information on this organization and the services they provide, please visit their website. Hi, and welcome back to iBerkshires TV. I'm Markel Shea, joined here with Erica Donovan and Denette. Erica, you are the Berkshire Program Manager of Autism Connections and ACBC co-chair, which we will go over.
Yep.
And then Eric, you are the VP of Clinical Services at BFAIR. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what it is you guys do exactly for the ACBC?
ACBC is an acronym for the Autism Collaborative of Berkshire County. It was started, I'd say, about 5 years ago now. It is a collaborative of 8 agencies in the Berkshires that provide services for people with autism. We saw a need in the community to do a lot of outreach and resource around what's available for families in the Berkshires in terms of services for people with autism. So we came together as a committee to start providing monthly meetings and information and resource for families, community members, individuals with autism that live throughout Berkshire County.
So you touched a little bit upon these services that you guys have come across and figured out that families around Berkshire County need. What kind of services specifically do you provide?
So through Autism Connections, we are the Western Mass Resource Center for Autism. So we serve all 4 counties in Western Mass. I run the Berkshire County chapter of that, of Autism Connections, and we connect families with resources such as state-funded programs through like DDS, which is the Department of Developmental Services, and we also work to connect families with resources like BFAIR, and I'll have Eric talk a little bit about what they do for people.
Yeah, sure. I know we have talked about this with BFAIR on before, but just if you want to go over a little bit about what BFAIR does for Berkshire County.
Sure. We're a human service agency that services children, adolescents, and adults in many, many different programs with intellectual disability, autism, and other various diagnoses. In particular with autism, we have a home-based ABA service where we provide home-based insurance-funded services for kids on the spectrum, which include anything from social skills development, daily living skills. It encompasses parent training as well. We have a pretty solid team of 9 right now, and we're supporting 13 families. And we're in process of looking at a center-based ABA program in Northern Berkshire County as well, which would be focused on social skills development, life skill development, and things like that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yeah. Awesome. So Erica, if you want to just talk about, I know we talked about the Autism Collaborative, we talked about the acronym ACBC. Do you want to just expand a little bit on, for maybe somebody who isn't familiar with organizations such as these? Sure.
So ACBC, we started out about 3 or 4 years ago holding monthly forums with topics related to autism. So some of them would be like in-home ABA, or where do I go for services? How do I apply for state services? And we did that for 3 years, where we did monthly meetings. This year we changed the format up a little bit to provide 3 half-day professional development opportunities, so people can come and actually walk away with a good foundation of theory and learning around some of the main topics that we have around and concerns that we have around serving people with autism. So our next professional development will be this Friday, the 6th, at CIP in Lee. We have 2 workshops that we'll be running simultaneously. The first one is the ABCs of behavior management, and the second one would be addressing social and mental health challenges for people with autism. So people can still go online and register. If you go to our Facebook page, there's a bit.ly there where you can go on and register to come to one of those workshops
a link
on
address.
Friday.
For people who don't know, April is actually Autism Awareness Month, which is very big for you guys. A lot of agencies have reached out to you and wanted to get involved. Can you maybe talk about a little bit about these agencies? And also, you have a poster here.
Sure. So on the Autism Collaborative, there are 8 agencies. So that would be AdLib, Autism Connections, BFAIR, Berkshire County ARC, CIP, UCP of Western Mass, Hillcrest Educational Centers, and PBS,
Wow.
which is Positive Behavior Supports.
Good memory there.
I just did a flyer today, so I remembered.
Good for you.
So each of those agencies take on an activity, a community activity in somewhere in either northern, central, or southern Berkshire County, where anybody in the community can come and participate. So when the postcard goes up on the screen, you'll see all the activities and
Right,
where,
yeah,
and
I
where
was just
they're.
about to say that too, is that you do have a calendar of
Yeah.
events, which is nice too, because we have a whole month of April to celebrate. And I was just looking at these a little bit before, and like I said, we can display it on our video. I saw some awesome things here, like, where was one that stuck out to me? The breakfast with bracelets sounds so sweet. Is that just like going to have some bracelets made? And
Yeah, just having social opportunities
ICP?
for families, parents that are supporting children with autism.
Or this one here, the sensory-friendly haircuts. That's very
Yes.
nice. I've heard
Yep.
about that. I've seen videos on the internet about that. I love.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
awesome. So I know we're getting a little short on time here. Sorry, I don't want to get too sidetracked. But so you two are actually a part of your own agencies, correct?
Yes.
If you wanted to expand a little bit about that.
I'll let you.
Sure.
So BFAIR in general, as I said, we are a human service agency that support people with intellectual disabilities and autism. We are going to be offering a joint workshop with UCP that I'd like to mention over at the Greylock Works on May 5th. And that's in North Adams, and we'll be doing a joint workshop with kind of how to navigate through in-home ABA services, from looking at medical necessity to the referral process, and providing the community with some real-life examples of what that program may
Kind
look
of to help
at.
them understand the process of
Correct.
what it would look like.
And UCP will also be doing a workshop on augmentative communication, and they'll have demos set up there as well for folks who attend the workshop to explore. And we'll also be doing on April 16th, we'll have collaborative with Community Access to the Arts at the Green in North Adams. It's Art for All, so all of our families that we support, folks from our residences and the community come and participate in some great arts and crafts projects.
Great. Yeah. So Autism Connections, we again are the information resource center for autism for Western Mass. We provide a lot of community events through our agency, as well as a lot of information and referral. We get about 200 calls a month from people looking for services, whether that be social skills development or just social activities, services for young adults with autism. So we help try to navigate and send them to the right agencies, which a lot of them are on our committee. So it really helps to tighten the referral and networking process and knowing where to send people when they need help. Eric's workshop that he talked about will be our third professional development through ACBC this year, and that one is in May, and you'll be able to get information on that as well.
Great. This sounds awesome. All informative stuff. I'm sure that anybody could log onto your website and find more information if they're looking. We'll also attach a little link for anybody who's looking as well. Erica, Eric, thank you so much for joining us. April's going to be a big month for you guys. April's going to be a big month for the county, it sounds like.
Yes, yes.
So we're all very excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting ACBC and BFAIR during Autism Awareness Month. We have a lot of exciting activities and events coming up, and we thank you very much for your participation and hope to see you all there.
Our April events kick off with our April 2nd Autism Connections 30th Annual Autism Conference being held at the Springfield Sheraton from 8 to 4. You can get more information on that conference at autismconnectionsma.org. On April 3rd, we'll have our Berkshire County Autism Awareness Month kickoff at AdLib from 4:30 to 7, and that is held right here in Pittsfield in conjunction with the Downtown Art Walk. On April 6th, Autism Connections and Positive Behavior Supports will be sponsoring sensory-friendly haircuts in Williamstown, and you can find all of this information on our Facebook page.
On April 16th, BFAIR will be collaborating with Community Access for the Arts at the Green in North Adams from 5 to 7 p.m. for an Art for All event. On April 20th, we're very excited to have Dr. Greg Hanley come to Hillcrest Education Centers for a 9 to 5 workshop. It's very exciting. Dr. Hanley is a world-renowned BCBA, and we're happy that he's going to be here to offer some professional development. And lastly, on April 24th, the ACBC will be holding its Autism Awareness Rally, and this will be on Park Square from 5 to 7 p.m.